as bullet physics engine. Okay, so to recap, last demonstration I demonstrated how to load the bullet login. So you go to Windows, Settings, Plugin Manager, and then make sure that bullet.bundle is loaded and um, autoload is also checked. Okay, uh, you'll need that so that this window will show. Okay. So we'll be discussing bullet physics for today. Okay, so bullet physics is an open source collision detection, rigid body, and soft body dynamics library. So the library provides a collection of objects, each corresponding to the various aspects of dynamic simulation. Okay. So it simulates collision detection. So there are two types of bodies we can use, the soft body and the rigid body. So soft body is a flexible object. You can use various animation techniques to make the soft body bend, ripple, bulge like soft objects in nature. And rigid body is a polygonal or nerve surface converted to an unyielding shape, thus the name rigid body. Okay, so we can use objects like ball, something like this. Okay, so to convert this object, to make this a rigid body, you go to the bullet window and make sure that the object is selected before you press active rigid body. Okay, so in this menu, there's two types: active rigid body and passive rigid body. So we'll be using active. I'll discuss later. Okay. So since this is a sphere, I'll change the collider shape type into sphere. Okay. So what that action does is to create a bullet solver and then to assign a bullet rigid body shape node to the sphere. So if we play the simulation, the ball or the sphere will drop. Okay. So for now, I'll use this attribute ground plane in the bullet solver. I'll turn this on so that instead of creating a floor, the grid will serve as the ground plane. Okay, so as you see, the ball drops. Okay. So in the bullet solver, there are of course different attributes here. We know that gravity y is by default negative 9.8. This is due to the acceleration due to gravity. If you recall in our physics class, negative 9.8 meters per second squared is the magnitude of the acceleration. The negative sign is due to the direction. So in this case, if there's a gravity along y-axis, the ball or the sphere will be affected by the gravity. Okay. I used this ground plane, but of course you can also create a different plane or a different floor if you want to. So active rigid bodies are reacts to dynamics like fields, collisions, and springs, not to keys or keyframes. Okay. Dynamic rigid bodies are fully simulated physics object. This type is the most performance intensive rigid bodies. By default, all rigid bodies are created as dynamic rigid bodies. So what is a passive rigid body? If, for example, you want to create a slide, so we'll models. Sorry, I'll just make this slant for, and then so let's say this is a ramp or a slide. So we want the active rigid body or the sphere to interact with this ramp. Currently, since the ramp is not a rigid body, it will not collide, or there will be no interaction between them. So what we can do is to create this or to convert this into a passive rigid body. So just reset the setting, then apply. Okay, so it collides, but so if you see the simulation, it's not actually colliding. I believe that's because of the type. We can change the collider shape type. Since this is a box, it will or the Maya will look at this as something like this. So in Maya's perspective, this is already a collision. So what we can change the type to, let's see, hull. Okay, so as you see, the ball or the sphere is already colliding, and it slides off. Okay, so what we did is to create a passive body, or to make this ramp a passive rigid body. So passive rigid bodies can have active rigid bodies collide with it. Okay. There are also two types of passive rigid bodies. You can see here the static or kinematic. If you change this into dynamic, it becomes active rigid body. So we have two types of passive rigid bodies. Static, this ramp is a static body. It does not move during physics simulation. So bullet physics simulation can optimize how it updates static rigid bodies in the scene, since it knows their position their position remains fixed between frames. If you change this into kinematic, it's still the same. A difference between kinematic and static is you can animate this. So you can set key, for example, here, and then by frame 60, let's say, we can move it here. So the object will still collide with it, and it computes depending on the movement of or this the movement of this ramp will affect uh, the movement of the sphere. Okay? So the difference between kinematic rigid bodies and static rigid bodies is you can set key or you can animate kinematic uh, while static you can't. When do we use if you'll be using static rigid body, it is make sure that object will not be animated. This will also save performance processing time, since Maya already knows where the object is. Okay? Unlike kinematic, that it is animatable. So static bodies are better in terms of processing, or in terms of performance in intensity. Okay, so generally those are the two main types of bullet rigid bodies. As active rigid bodies. The other one is soft bodies. Soft body, for example, I'll create this torus, just to scale it up for a bit, and then we can set this as soft body. So a bullet soft body shape node is attached, or connected to the torus shape. By default, bullet solver will still affect this object. So if you play this, you'll see it looks like a, what do you call it, a balloon, or inflating device. Since it's also rigid, it's also as sorry since it's also a body under bullet physics, all other active bodies or even passive bodies are affecting this object as well. So why do we have this kinds of simulation? Well, we can animate this frame by frame, but it will be very difficult to replicate the gravity, the speed of the object falling down and sliding from the on the ramp, and affecting this object. It will take us a lot of time to do that if we're going to animate frame by frame. But by using simulation, we can easily do that in on a shorter time. However, this will consume processing resources like RAM and CPU. Okay. Okay. In the rigid body shapes, we also have different attributes here. We have initial velocity. So currently there is zero velocity. So the only factor or field that is affecting this object is the gravity. So if you want to throw this, we can add velocity, let's say in y axis, so let's say 10. As you can see, the ball jumps first before falling down. Okay, if you want to add x velocity in the x-axis, let's say also 10, this will throw the ball in in an angle. Okay, so you can modify this. You can check these attributes and see the different effects. Okay, so as I've said before, this simulation is very intensive to the processing. So what can we do to lessen the processing speed or the processing time and effort of the computer? What we can do is to bake the animation, or sorry, to bake the simulation. Baking converts simulations to keyframes. So if the simulation, for example, you are already content with this simulation, you can bake the simulation, the movement of everything, and then convert them into keyframes so that it can save processing resources and time. So if you notice, every time it plays, it computes. So if you have or lower RAM, that this will take toll in on your computer. So what we can do is to bake this. So how do we do that? We select the rigid bodies, or yeah, the bodies that we want to bake. These two, and we select the translate and the rotate channels or attribute from the channel box, and go to edit, keys, bake simulation. So you open the option box. Okay, by default, channels are in channels. We select from channel box, then bake. So you'll see that the movements, the objects are framed, are animated frame by frame. Okay. So baking, or this type of baking, like edit, keys, and bake simulation, is not for or does not work with soft bodies. So yeah, if you notice, I only selected the rigid bodies. We'll remove this first. So since this is already baked, we can actually delete this. So if you delete this and we delete the connections, here's the connection. Let's say I'll remove the. Okay, so even if I remove the bullet solver and the bullet rigid body shape node, this will still work because it's already baked. Maya already know or Maya already added the keyframes